Have you ever found yourself feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges, wondering if you could ever rise above them? Perhaps you've faced moments when doubt, fear, or setbacks seem to hold you back, leaving you questioning your own strength. But what if I told you that the power to overcome these struggles lies not in changing the world around you, but in transforming your own mind? In a world filled with constant pressures, uncertainties, and adversities, it's easy to feel mentally weak or defeated. However, Buddhism teaches us that this mental weakness is not permanent, it's a temporary state that can be changed. By cultivating awareness, embracing adversity, and taking mindful action, you can unlock the resilience and strength to navigate even the toughest circumstances. This transformation doesn't require extraordinary talent or superhuman effort. It begins with simple yet profound shifts in how you perceive yourself, your struggles, and the world around you. Through the lens of Buddhist wisdom, this guide will take you on a journey to discover how to build mental strength, overcome self-doubt, and become truly unstoppable in the face of life's challenges. Are you ready to unlock the power of your mind and transform the way you approach life? Let's dive in. Before we can strengthen the mind, it's important to understand what mental weakness truly is. Mental weakness doesn't mean you're incapable or flawed, it simply reflects patterns of thinking and habits that drain your energy, confidence, and resilience. From a Buddhist perspective, mental weakness often stems from attachments, aversions, and ignorance, the three poisons. These are the forces that cloud our judgment, intensify our suffering, and make us feel powerless. Let's explore these concepts. 1. Attachment. When we cling too tightly to desires, outcomes, or material possessions, we set ourselves up for disappointment. For example, we might believe that our happiness depends on achieving a specific goal or maintaining a perfect relationship. But when reality doesn't align with these expectations, our mental strength falters. 2. Aversion. This is the flip side of attachment, the avoidance of pain, failure, or uncomfortable emotions. By constantly running away from challenges, we weaken our ability to cope when they inevitably arise. 3. Ignorance. This refers to a lack of understanding about the true nature of reality. When we fail to see things as they are, we often magnify our problems, blame external circumstances, or underestimate our own inner strength. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward mental resilience. By becoming aware of how these forces operate in your life, you can begin to break free from their grip and take control of your thoughts. Section 2. How to build mental strength through Buddhist practices. Building mental strength is not about forcing yourself to be tough or suppressing emotions. Instead, it's about cultivating inner peace, clarity, and resilience through mindfulness and wisdom. Buddhism offers practical tools and practices to help us develop these qualities. Let's explore some key methods. 1. Mindfulness meditation, vipassana. Mindfulness is the foundation of mental strength. It allows you to stay present, observe your thoughts without judgment, and detach from overwhelming emotions. How it helps: mindfulness creates a space between you and your mental patterns, enabling you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. For example, if you're feeling anxious, mindfulness allows you to acknowledge the feeling without letting it dominate your mind. How to practice. 1. Sit comfortably in a quiet place. 2. Focus on your breath, observing the sensations as you inhale and exhale. 3. When your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to the breath. 2. Cultivating compassion, metta bhavana. Compassion is a powerful tool for transforming mental weakness into strength. When you shift your focus from self-centered worries to the well-being of others, your perspective broadens, and your heart softens. How it helps: compassion reduces feelings of isolation and fosters connection, which strengthens your emotional resilience. It also lessens anger and resentment, two emotions that drain mental energy. How to practice. 1. Close your eyes and visualize someone you love. 2. Silently repeat phrases like, "May you be happy. May you be free from suffering." 3. Gradually expand this wish to include yourself, strangers, and even people you find difficult. 3. Letting go of attachments. As discussed earlier, attachments can weaken the mind. Learning to let go doesn't mean giving up, it means releasing the need to control every outcome. How it helps: letting go frees you from unnecessary stress and opens your mind to new possibilities. It's a way of trusting the flow of life. How to practice. 1. Reflect on something you're overly attached to, such as a goal or relationship. 2. Ask yourself, is this attachment helping or harming me? 3. Visualize loosening your grip and allowing the situation to unfold naturally. 4. Practicing patience and acceptance. Mental strength grows when we embrace life's challenges instead of resisting them. Patience and acceptance are key virtues in Buddhism, teaching us to endure difficulties with grace. How it helps: by accepting the reality of impermanence, you can approach setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than as failures. How to practice. 1. When faced with a challenge, take a deep breath and remind yourself, this too shall pass. 2. Reflect on how past struggles have made you stronger, and trust that this one will too. 5. Wisdom through self-inquiry. True mental strength comes from understanding the nature of your mind and the reality around you. Self-inquiry is a process of questioning your thoughts and beliefs to uncover deeper truths. How it helps: wisdom replaces ignorance, helping you see beyond temporary problems and access your inner strength. How to practice. 1. Ask yourself reflective questions like, why am I feeling this way, or what is the root cause of my suffering? 2. Explore Buddhist teachings, such as the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, for guidance. Section 3. Overcoming obstacles on the path to mental strength. While the practices of mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom offer powerful tools for building mental resilience, the journey is not without its challenges. As you walk the path, you'll likely encounter internal and external obstacles that test your resolve. Recognizing and addressing these challenges is a vital part of developing true mental strength. 1. Dealing with doubt and self-criticism. One of the most common obstacles is self-doubt. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough or this practice isn't working for me, can derail your progress. The Buddhist perspective, doubt, or vicikiccha, is one of the 5 hindrances in Buddhism. It clouds the mind and prevents clarity. How to overcome it. 1. Acknowledge your doubt without resisting it. Say to yourself, this is just a passing thought. 2. Reflect on moments when you've succeeded in overcoming challenges, no matter how small. 3. Seek guidance from Buddhist teachings or a mentor to regain perspective. 2. Battling laziness and procrastination. Another obstacle is the tendency to avoid the effort required for personal growth. It's easy to prioritize comfort over discipline, especially when the benefits of practices like meditation aren't immediately apparent. The Buddhist perspective, this is linked to thinamita, or sloth, and torpor, another of the 5 hindrances. It represents a lack of energy or motivation. How to overcome it. 1. Start small, commit to just 5 minutes of practice daily, and gradually increase the duration. 2. Remind yourself of the long-term benefits, mental clarity, emotional balance, and inner peace. 3. Create a routine and stick to it, even when you don't feel like it. 3. Facing emotional turmoil. Negative emotions like anger, fear, and sadness can feel overwhelming, especially when they arise during meditation or introspection. The Buddhist perspective, emotions are natural, but clinging to them or pushing them away can intensify suffering. How to overcome it. 1. Practice non-identification. Instead of saying, I am angry, say, there is anger. This subtle shift creates distance between you and the emotion. 2. Use mindfulness to observe the physical sensations associated with the emotion. For example, notice how anger feels in your chest or stomach. 3. Remind yourself of impermanence, no emotion lasts forever. 4. Managing external pressures. Family, work, and societal expectations can sometimes conflict with your desire for personal growth. You may feel torn between your responsibilities and your inner journey. The Buddhist perspective, balancing worldly life with spiritual practice, is part of the Eightfold Path, particularly right livelihood and right effort. How to overcome it? 1. Set clear boundaries. Dedicate specific times of the day to your practice and communicate this to those around you. 2. Integrate mindfulness into daily tasks, for example, practice mindful breathing while cooking or walking. 3. Reflect on your priorities. Are you spending your energy on things that truly matter to you? 5. Coping with stagnation. At times, you may feel like you're not making progress. This sense of stagnation can be discouraging and lead to thoughts of giving up. The Buddhist perspective, spiritual growth often happens in cycles. What feels like stagnation may actually be a period of integration or rest. How to overcome it? 1. Be patient. Progress is not always linear. Trust that even small efforts accumulate over time. 2. Revisit foundational practices, like mindfulness or gratitude, to reignite your motivation. 3. Seek inspiration by reading Buddhist stories or listening to teachings. 6. Resisting the ego's temptations. The ego often seeks recognition or validation, even from spiritual practices. This can manifest as pride in your progress or frustration when others don't acknowledge your efforts. The Buddhist perspective, the ego, or ahankara, is an illusion. Clinging to it only perpetuates suffering. How to overcome it? 1. Focus on your intention. Are you practicing for self-improvement or for external approval? 2. Practice humility by reminding yourself that everyone is on their own journey. 3. Reflect on the interconnectedness of all beings to dissolve feelings of superiority. Section 4. The benefits of mental strength in everyday life. Developing mental strength through mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom has profound and far-reaching effects on your daily life. These benefits extend beyond moments of meditation or reflection, influencing how you interact with others, handle challenges, and find joy in the present moment. 1. Increased emotional balance. Mental strength equips you with the tools to navigate emotional highs and lows without being overwhelmed. Practical impact. 1. You respond to stress with calmness instead of panic. 2. You can observe emotions without being controlled by them, making it easier to resolve conflicts or difficult situations. Example in action: when a coworker criticizes you, instead of reacting defensively, you take a moment to breathe, acknowledge your feelings, and respond thoughtfully. 2. Improved decision-making. With a stronger mind, you develop clarity and focus, making it easier to evaluate situations objectively. Practical impact. 1. You avoid impulsive decisions driven by fear or desire. 2. You consider long-term consequences, aligning your actions with your values. Example in action: instead of indulging in short-term gratification, such as overspending, you prioritize saving for a meaningful goal, like travel or education. 3. Strengthened relationships. Mental resilience enhances your ability to connect deeply with others by fostering empathy, patience, and understanding. Practical impact. 1. You're better equipped to listen actively and without judgment. 2. You can forgive more easily, letting go of grudges that weigh on your heart. Example in action: when a friend forgets an important commitment, instead of feeling resentful, you empathize with their struggles and express your feelings calmly. 4. Enhanced resilience in adversity. Life is unpredictable, but mental strength allows you to adapt and persevere through challenges. Practical impact. 1. You can face setbacks with optimism and determination. 2. You find meaning even in difficult experiences, using them as opportunities for growth. Example in action: after losing a job, instead of falling into despair, you view it as a chance to explore a new career path aligned with your passions. 5. Greater focus and productivity. A strong mind is less distracted by worries or regrets, enabling you to give your full attention to the task at hand. Practical impact. 1. You accomplish more in less time, reducing feelings of overwhelm. 2. You maintain a sense of purpose and direction in your work. Example in action: during a busy day, instead of multitasking, you tackle one task at a time with mindfulness, completing each with greater efficiency. 6. Heightened gratitude and contentment. Mental strength helps you appreciate life's simple joys, cultivating a sense of abundance rather than lack. Practical impact. 1. You stop chasing external validation and find fulfillment in the present moment. 2. You develop a sense of peace that is independent of material possessions or achievements. Example in action: instead of feeling envious of someone else's success, you focus on the blessings in your own life, like your health, family, or friendships. 7. Freedom from fear and anxiety. By embracing impermanence and letting go of attachments, mental strength frees you from many of the fears that cause suffering. Practical impact. 1. You face uncertainties with courage and acceptance. 2. You stop worrying about things beyond your control, focusing instead on what you can influence. Example in action: instead of stressing about the future, you practice gratitude for today, trusting that you have the inner resources to handle whatever comes. 8. Alignment with your true self. Mental strength allows you to live authentically, guided by your values rather than external pressures. Practical impact. 1. You make choices that reflect who you truly are. 2. You feel a deeper sense of purpose and alignment in your life. Example in action: instead of following societal expectations, you pursue a career or lifestyle that brings you genuine happiness and fulfillment. Walking the path to mental strength. Cultivating mental strength is not an overnight transformation but a journey, a continuous process of self-awareness, growth, and practice. It requires patience and dedication, but the rewards are immeasurable. Through mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom, you lay the foundation for a resilient and peaceful mind capable of navigating life's challenges with grace and clarity. 1. Mental strength as a lifelong practice. Just as physical strength requires regular exercise, mental strength develops through consistent effort. The more you practice mindfulness, confront fears, and challenge limiting beliefs, the stronger your inner foundation becomes. Key insight: there will be setbacks along the way, but each struggle is an opportunity for growth. Learn to embrace imperfection and view challenges as valuable teachers. 2. Aligning actions with purpose. True mental strength arises when your actions are guided by purpose. By aligning your daily decisions with your core values, you create a life of meaning and fulfillment. Practical reflection. Ask yourself daily: am I living in a way that reflects my true self? This simple question can help you stay on the path toward your goals, ensuring that your mental and emotional resources are focused on what truly matters. 3. The ripple effect on the world. When you develop mental strength, its impact extends beyond you. You inspire others through your calm, compassion, and resilience. Your actions, words, and presence create a ripple effect that uplifts those around you. Inspiration in action. By remaining calm in a stressful situation, you set an example for others. By showing kindness to someone in need, you remind them of their own capacity for compassion. By living authentically, you encourage others to do the same. 4. The wisdom of impermanence. One of the most liberating truths in Buddhism is the understanding of impermanence. Everything in life, joy, sorrow, success, failure, is transient. This realization helps you let go of attachments, embrace change, and find peace in the present moment. Final thought. Mental strength is not about controlling life but flowing with it. Like water adapting to its environment, a strong mind remains steady yet flexible, finding harmony in all circumstances. Begin your journey today. Your journey to mental strength begins now. Take a small, intentional step toward cultivating mindfulness, compassion, or wisdom today. Whether it's through a moment of meditation, an act of kindness, or simply pausing to breathe, these small actions compound into profound transformation. Remember, the path to mental strength is not about achieving perfection but about progress. Every step forward brings you closer to a life of inner peace, resilience, and fulfillment.